This isn't a tomb. It's a prison.
You have no idea what you've discovered.
Come to me.
What I feel really separates great monster movies from other typical horror movies is that there's a real deep emotional investment in the characters.
The hieroglyph said she was named Amenet, chosen to be Egypt's next queen.
She's a princess who's promised to become pharaoh, but then all that was taken away from her.
Amenet goes through a huge series of transformations.
We've mapped her out into 5 stages.
Stage 1, she is nothing but bone and rags. And then she pulls herself together literally into this form as she begins to feed.
I saw her. She is real.
I chose it.
Sophie is perfectly cast as the mummy.
Her soul is in her eyes, and she can't hide it. And that's her gift. All she has to do is look at the camera and you're arrested immediately. I thought there is literally no one else on the planet who can play this part. And the way that she moves physically is incredible.
Amenet, she's a warrior. This project allowed me to push my limits.
Action!
One of the great old adages is that the villain is the hero of their own story. I think that you will connect so deeply to her experience and to what she's been through because Sophia was amazing at that.
The female mummy, what's her story? It grabs my attention. I want to see that movie.
You can't escape. She's got plans for you.
There are worse fates than death.
Get down!
Go! The mummy is going to have great action and real thrills.
Oh no, we're gonna die!
We want it to be wild and violent and erratic and spontaneous.
Action!
To have Tom Cruise in this movie is so huge for us. It just changes the game completely.
His energy is infectious. He's got to top himself every time, action-wise.
His passion, his drive, his determination lights the way for us all.
He fills you up with this childhood enthusiasm where you're like, I want to make the movie that Tom sees.
Tom, he's really good at pushing to keep it real.
As much as I would love to slam my head against the wall for a few more takes.
Tom's in the vehicle, and yeah, that brings on the nerves because he's a good driver and he's a fast driver.
I really did think, okay, let's just put stuntman in there. And then Tom's like, yeah, sure, I'll go in it.
I just found out I'll be running on a building that collapses. I say to Tom, let's pull the plug on this one, my dude. Let's bail out. Then there's gonna be that adrenaline rush, and you're gonna love it, and then you're gonna go like, all right, let's go again, and let's go again.
He loves it.
We're going zero gravity inside a real plane.
Tom always pushes the boundaries, and this is one of those.
Perfect. Yes. We get it? Right.
Tom brings out the best of everybody he's in a scene with, and he brings every ounce of energy he has to his performance.
I felt very brave around him. He inspired a bravery, and that's an incredible gift to give someone.
I've never seen somebody that committed in my life, genuinely.
To have everyone feel proud about the effort they've spent to make something of quality, that means a lot to me.
He's the only actor in the world who could find the frame mid-air 3 times. Like, it's really me.
It's me.
It's really me. It's me.
How did you get out of that plane? There's not a single scratch on your body.
You are alive because of what you brought on that plane.
I remember being 6 years old and seeing the original Boris Karloff mummy and loving it. So to have the opportunity to create a monster movie in this day and age, it was very exciting.
Whatever's in there has been safely hidden for 2,000 years.
We want the audience to feel, what would it be like if A monster entered our world now.
What the hell? Do you have any idea what you have unearthed?
The idea of a female mummy I felt was inspiring and seductive. Sophia Butella is perfectly cast.
Princess Amenet, she is a warrior. She is a survivor. She wanted to honor what she was about to become, but then all that was taken away from her.
She selected you as the vessel for the ultimate evil.
Who the hell are you?
Welcome to Prodigium. My character, Dr. Jekyll, controls an organization called Prodigium. We recognize, examine, contain, and destroy evil.
We have Russell Crowe, brilliant actor, and I was excited when he said that he wanted to be part of it.
What you have released is unlike anything we've ever faced.
Tom said, "This is bigger than anything I've ever done before."
She will not stop until she has remade our world into her own.
It's about great action. It's about suspense.
Stay with me.
Don't leave me.
And it's about real scares.
It gives you such a sense of wonder. I just feel very proud to be part of it.
I'm excited to reintroduce these classic monsters to a modern audience. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
Mr. Morton, you have no idea what you have unleashed. What the hell? She's unlike anything we've ever faced. Welcome to Prodigium.
My character, Nick, he's just caught up in this whole world that he doesn't want to get caught up in. Who are you?
I'm a doctor. My name is Jekyll, Dr. Henry Jekyll.
The central character behind all the events of the movie is Dr. Henry Jekyll, famous for being Jekyll and Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll operates a thing called Prodigium, and Prodigium essentially is an organization that pinpoints evil and tries to neutralize it. We recognize, examine, contain, destroy evil.
They study the mythologies of monsters, the histories of them.
Princess Amenet. She selected you as the vessel for the ultimate evil.
It's a science for them. And what I liked about that idea was, if we're gonna ground the monsters in a reality, then let's ground it in science.
We like the idea that Prodigium was hiding in plain sight in the Natural History Museum, and that Jekyll could use the resources of the museum to further his own research into monsters.
There's a lot to find out with Jekyll, and it's not giving too much away to say that he has quite a clear understanding of evil. It takes a monster to defeat a monster.
I love the element of mystery. It's quite dangerous and exciting.
Best learn to be wary of a man like me. Welcome to a new world of gods and monsters.
You will not remember what I show you now, and yet I shall awaken memories of love and crime and death.
Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, Wolfman. I love these monsters and that genre of filmmaking. It transported me to a different time, a different place, terrified me. It had a very unique kind of romance that I was attracted to.
Universal monsters were truly the first cinematic universe.
She hates me, like others.
These are people etched by misery and trauma and loss that made them into these monsters.
Whoever is bitten by a werewolf and lives becomes a werewolf himself.
In the 1932 Mummy, you empathize massively with Boris Karloff's character.
My love has lasted longer than the temples of our gods. No man ever suffered as I did for you.
All these monsters tend to be heightened aspects of ourselves. The difference between them and us is that they have crossed a line that most of us would be too frightened to cross.
I wanted to do something tremendous, to achieve what men of science have dreamt of since the world began.
All of these classic monsters were complicated beings. They had a real through line to your heart.
You identify with these characters. There's points where you really want to see them win.
You're kind of asking, who's the monster here, us or them? With The Mummy, we are all making a movie together to uphold a very precious legacy.
You can't run. You can't escape. She's got plans for you.
These movies were suspenseful classic horror films. So for me, it's very exciting to be able to have an opportunity to bring this kind of film to a modern audience.
To a new world
of gods and monsters.